Okay, folks, Pinto back here. Listen, I want to talk about the school shootings that are going on all over this country. And I want to talk about the bullshit that's being supposedly done about these school shootings. Now, you got people out there on the news trying to teach kids, hey, if you hear gunshots, run here, take this action, stay in place, la la la. No, not just no, excuse my French, fuck no. No, we do not teach our kids how to survive, escape, resist. No, that's for soldiers and cops. Okay? Teachers are not police officers. And the worst thing in the world that you can do is shirk your responsibility, talking about the local governments and school boards here. Shirk your responsibility down to the teachers. Why? So later, when something happens and a teacher improperly uses a firearm or shoots an innocent person, you can sue them and it doesn't have to be the government. No. You know what this boils down to? It boils down to a bunch of bullshit. And you want to know what the bullshit is? The school boards and your local government and the people who are responsible for funding these schools hold the dollar higher than they hold your children. Think about that for a second. I'm going to say it again. They think that money is worth more than the lives of your children. And by shirking their responsibility down to teachers, oh yeah, we'll just put guns in teachers' pockets, and that'll take care of it. We don't have to spend any money on a fence. No, wrong answer. Not for my kids. Okay, you should all. My kids are grown and out of college, but I have grandkids and nieces and nephews and stuff. So for them, for your children, this is what you should be demanding. You should be demanding that they make schools a hard target. They should have the same security, access, and egress regulations that a military base has. Yeah, set up two gates, in and out the front, in and out the back. Man them, fence it. Put actual people who are trained and make a career out of carrying a firearm in the hallways. Don't let these gun nuts kids who think that they were bullied and they have a right to go in and just kill the people who are bullying them. The only excuse is mommy and daddy didn't pay enough attention to them, or they were bullied in school and now they're pissed off. And now they want revenge because now they're old enough to say, oh wow, I can get a hold of daddy's gun. Enough said on that. Harden the schools. Put up what you need to put up, the fences, and freaking pay for it. Find a way. I don't care if my local school tax goes up a few bucks to help pay for it. It's kids. I'm willing to do that. That is a tax that'll be used for a good thing, provided the government actually lets the money that you're paying get to the project that it needs to be at. A lot of oversight is needed. Secondly, do not make the mistake of thinking that your kids are safe going to school today, because they're not, and you can see it in the news and you know it in your hearts. If you are a parent and you send your kid to school and the thought even crosses your mind about them getting hurt, rather killed in school, then you shouldn't be sending them. You want to cure this problem and you want to make everybody harden their schools up. You want to make the people who are responsible for spending that money actually spend it instead of putting it in their pockets. Keep your kids from school. Keep them all home. Everybody. Keep them home. Leave crickets in the hallways of the schools. Show the school board. Show the local government. Show whoever holds the money for this place that you are not willing to risk your kid's life so that they can go out and buy a new freaking car. That's the bottom line. Everybody, all at once. Keep your kids out of school. What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is your kids have to spend another month in school, or they have to make it up some way in some kind of assignments that they do to catch up on the days lost. Days lost now are going to save lives now. That's the way you do it. It's called civil disobedience. It's peaceful. And you're standing up for your kid's life. What else can anybody blame you for doing that. They can't call you a bad parent. They can't say you're depriving your kid of an education. No, you're not depriving your kid of an education. The assholes who won't spend the money to harden the school are depriving your kids of an education. Second, and this gets into gun control, but when some little wacko decides to take daddy's AR-15 and go in and shoot up a school, put daddy in jail for not properly securing his gun. Put it on the parents. That's where the fault is. The fault is with the way they raised the kid. Period. End of discussion. If your kid thinks he can pick up a gun and just go in and shoot people like it's a freaking video game, you did something wrong, and you need to fix it now. So take my advice. Everybody, this is a bandwagon that everybody can get on. I mean, come on, it don't matter what political party spectrum that you fall into. I don't care if you're liberal or you're Dem. We all have kids, right? So no matter what, the common goal is to save the children, protect your children. Do what you got to do. Grow a set and stand up to these people. If you don't, you're putting your own kid's life at risk. You're playing poker with your kid's life, and that is the sad thing about all of this. Have a great day. I'll be back with more.